Hello, welcome. My name is Phil from Phil's Camping and Touring, and welcome to my live feed, guys. Third take. You might have watched a quick live test video when I was back at home, testing to see if it connects to my phone. So I'm down here on the banks of the Burnett River, just downstream from the Brewpig distillery. So, if any chance, if this is working, if you could let me know, guys. Okay, it's showing we've got excellent connection. It's showing that we are streaming. So okay, guys, we should be up and running now. It says we have excellent connection. Looks like we should be working. So if someone can let me know if this is working, guys. We're giving it a good crack here. I'm still learning the system. I only just got this yesterday. So once I know if it's up and running, then we can continue for a bit of a live chat. We can sit down and have a bit of a yarn, guys. So this is my third attempt in connecting this. I've had some issues getting it working, and as far as I can tell by the looks of it, it appears that it's still not working. But just in case if it is, guys, here I am. I've exposed for the background. Very windy here, guys, very windy, as you can see. Crazy, crazy. So if someone can let me know if this is working, please. If it is, grab a chair, try to get out of the wind. I'm just eating some chips here. So it don't look like it's working, guys. I cannot see a live feed coming up on my phone. So I don't know what's going on, guys. is this working. So if by any chance you are watching the live feed, oh sweet, so David Moore, it is working, is it? Oh mate, to work out this techie stuff, to work out how to use it, it's only the second day I've got this. So I've been trying to, I got it working at home, but for some reason the thing didn't work the same at home as it does here. So I don't know why. You could probably put it down to it's only 2 bars of 5G, although 2 bars of 5G should be plenty. So as you can see, I'm down on the banks of the Burnett River. I had no idea it was so windy today. There was literally no wind when I left home. As soon as I got here, far out me. It's like a freaking cyclone down here. And it's a really cold wind too coming up the river. So I didn't even bring a jacket. So I'm just munching on some KFC, guys. So now how's the quality of the video? Is it alright? It should be streaming at high definition, 1980p. What's that? 1024p it should be shown if you check on the settings of YouTube, if I remember. So it should be 1920 by 1080p, which is a lot better quality. So I'm using my real good camera. So guys, let me angle the camera up a bit to be able to see me, eh? That's my top there, you can see. I'll just increase the exposure so you can see me a bit better. There we go. How's that? I'm in the wind here, so hopefully it's not too windy. Does that look alright? I went and got some KFC. First time I got KFC, goodness knows how long, it probably this year. So I stopped by there on the way down to the river here. So it looks like this is finally working, eh? It works a bit different to what it did at home, I'm not sure why. Down in Harvey Bay a week and a half or so ago, and it's great to put a name to a lot of you subscribers and fans of my channel, but not just my channel, other channels as well. So we had quite a few YouTubers there, and it was great to meet some of them there down at that event. But what an awesome time, guys. So for those who are there, who attended such an event like that, I think you guys were quite surprised at just how nice everyone is. We just, I don't know, the 4-driving community just seems to bring, most of the time, not always, the best of people. At least events like that was held there. Unfortunately though, as typical, here on the banks of the Burnett River, someone's had a fire down there and left their cans and so on. But I had a look just over the ledge, and there's a whole pile of toilet paper with the matter still on it. So how disgusting. My guess, it's probably not locals. It's probably backpackers that sneak in here at night and camp here. Had a little fire here, and basically just did their business, guys, over here, and just threw the toilet paper over the edge for everyone to see. And it's something that's been happening here a lot. I hope this is working and I'm not talking to myself. Can someone let me know if this is working? Okay, I'm just going to put a comment on here. I can't, for some reason it appears that I cannot. That's a shame. I wanted to interact with you here today, but it appears it's not possible. For what reason, I got no idea. It's not showing up the live feed on my YouTube channel. I'm not getting anything here, guys. So my guess is it's probably not working, although someone did comment before on my video. So in case you are watching this, guys, and if you are commenting on the chat, unfortunately I cannot comment back, because to be honest, guys, I don't even know if I'm just talking to a camera that's not doing anything. I'm not sure if we actually are live here, so which is a shame. And it's very windy, so hopefully I've got a windsock on my mic, so that should eliminate that. And I've got the camera hidden behind the car, and boy, how cool it is here. It's just crazy. So something I want to do more of in some of the travel, some of the places I go, is have a go doing stuff like this, live feed while I'm on the road. I got less editing to do at home. But for you guys that went to the Buckaroony Harvey Bay event, how awesome was that? What an awesome time we all had to meet a lot of, to put a face on a lot of your names. It's just made me realise, you know, I'm not really alone here. Now I can really sort of treat this camera as if I'm talking to an audience, like I did when I was up on stage. So if you were there, you would notice on the trivia night I went uptown, I went on the stage. Let me tell you, guys, that was nerve-wracking beforehand, but once I got on the stage and I got the mic on my hand, the nerves went away, which is very good, because yeah, I was very nervous for days building up to it. In fact, the questions that I asked that night, I only made them up that morning, guys. I was just stomped at home. I was just, don't know why, I just couldn't think. We made up about 12 questions each, and hopefully you liked some of the questions. And I spoke a bit about something that's very special in Bundaberg here. Not just the Bundaberg Rum Distillery, which is just up the river that way, not too far from where I am, but something that's really passionate to me down further that way, and it's the largest turtle rookery in the southern hemisphere for the Coretta, which is the critically endangered loggerhead turtles. I've actually worked with the loggerhead turtles in the past along our coast here, as well as some of the smaller islands, Great Barrier Reef islands, along our coast in Queensland, as a turtle researcher. And I was actually at one stage, I was actually a turtle guide. Would you believe that? I was actually a turtle guide back in around late 90s, early 2000. So that's a while back now, 20 years ago. It's truth. How crazy that is. I was actually a turtle guide there, taking groups of 60 people down onto the beach and just explaining to them, like I am now, exactly, you know, what they're seeing, the history, etc., some of the, you know, the details on each turtle and so on. And then I started delving into turtle research, and then I actually joined the Queensland Turtle Research, which is funded by the Queensland Government and part of the Parks and Wildlife Service, under the control of Dr. Cole Limpers, which that guy would know more about sea turtles than anyone in the world, as far as I know, and it was great working under him. And it gave me the chance to meet a lot of people from all around the world, guys. We had a lot of backpackers, and not so backpackers, guys, more so uni students from around the world as part of the studies, and here in Australia as well, as part of their learning. They actually came here around about 2 weeks each, and I was part of that, training them on what to do with the turtles, etc., and so on, such as how to approach them, when you can tag them, how to tag them. We use titanium tags, guys. So that all happens in the largest turtle rookery in the southern hemisphere, which is called Mon Repose. And Mon Repose stands for My Rest. Okay, and also a bit of history on Mon Repose, guys. It's where Bert Hinkler, the famous aviator, Bert Hinkler, where he's based from Bundaberg, for the first time he flew from the dunes at Mon Repose on a glider that he built himself, guys, and that was flown at Mon Repose. And how it got the name Mon Repose is French for My Rest. Residents that used to live there, the house is not there anymore. It used to be a huge Queenslander just off the beach, behind the beach. And I think they were, obviously, they would have been from French. They were French nationality. And they loved the place so much. And they just rest. It's just to remind them of a nice, restful place. So they called it My Rest. But in French, that's called Mon Repose. So, and it's always held that position. So it's a conservation park now. So if you've never been down here, get a chance to go down here and go witness the turtle research. The Parks and Wildlife Service, for many years, they conduct tours that go down there. Nowadays it's limited, the numbers are limited, and it's very popular now, so you do have to book in very early. But just do a search, Mon Repose, and you'll find all the details there. Guys, I really hope this is working. I really hope. I've got no idea. I'm talking here on the camera and I've got no idea if you guys are actually watching this or if this is actually upstreaming. Let me see if there's... Let me see if anything is coming up for me here, guys. Of all indication... Yeah, I'm not getting any. Let me refresh the screen. I can't bring up a chat. Oh, hang on. I just refreshed. It's all good. So we are live, guys. We are working. If you can announce it right now. Just did a refresh on my phone. And I'm actually coming up. I see Mr. Baccaroni. Look out, it's the Donatello Damiano. So I'm not talking to myself here, am I? Kitchen the campfire, it's working. Whew, thank goodness, guys. Honestly, I thought I was talking out. I got this new technology here called a Shogun Connect, and it's really advanced stuff. And hopefully it's showing you an indication of the quality that's coming out of this, guys. And whew, tell you what, geez, it's a cold day in Bundy, but I don't mind this. I like this. I like this cool breeze, but I could have done with a light jacket here. So hopefully the sound is coming out all right. So guys, this will be a cool... Now potentially, guys, with this setup I've got here, if I went out in the middle of the Simpson Desert, I could potentially... It's doable, guys. I could do live feeds like this anywhere I am, anywhere. All I need is one of those satellite dishes. What do they call? That Elon Musk or whatever's got. If you carried one of them with you, and you got to pay, soon you got to pay extra, guys. If you want to use one mobile, you do have to pay extra. I know a guy, another fellow YouTube channel that I follow, guys, and it's called Project Brewpig. So it's Brupeg. So they're a couple of young Kiwis, and they were travelling around Australia, and they're prior sailors, so they kind of live on sailboats a fair bit. And just after we had the big flood here in 2013, this was just major flood here, there was a fishing trawler called Brewpig, Brupeg, and it sunk. So it was going to go away to be scrapped for scrap metal. But these two brave, Damien and Jess is their name, and they've got a YouTube channel called Project Brewpig. And they're based in the Burnett River, near the marina, just down the river there a bit, in Burnett Heads. And for the past 7 years, guys, for the past 7 years, Damien, mostly on his own, he is fixing this trawler. He is fixing this trawler, guys. And he's been working on it for 7 years. He was hoping to have launched back in January, but it's not quite ready yet. He's got some issues with the Cummins motor that's in there now, so he's trying to sort that out. And he found out, because it's a full steel boat, and he's found out some issues up front. There was some pinhole rust that he's getting repaired, and he's doing all this himself, all funded by himself. Well, actually it's funded by you guys on YouTube that follow his YouTube channel. So he's very famous, well, not very famous, but he's more popular, I should say. So his YouTube channel is quite popular, and it's really interesting to watch, guys. And what they're going to do with the boat, guys, they're actually going to have university students and so on for research, like a research boat. So you could go on there and, you know, and they'll take you where you want to go, they'll take you. And one of the trips they're planning on doing is they're going to go to the Antarctica, guys. They are planning to go to the Antarctica. So they're building this boat so it's ship shaped so it can be able to withstand the ice, etc. and Antarctica. So it's basically going to be like a volunteer research boat funded by YouTube channel, and mainly funded through YouTube and their Patreon channel. So for past 7 years, guys, they're basically living on this little trawler. Jess and himself, Damon, very young, they're only in their 30s, probably in the late 20s. And I've actually have spoken to them. I've never met them in person as yet, but I'm going to go down there and meet them in person one day, because they're very interested in this technology that I'm working on here. They've got a similar kind of setup to my camera here, and they want to check this out. So if you're after another YouTube channel, check out Project Brewpig, another local YouTube channel here in Bundaberg, guys. So, whew, let me check to see if any messages are coming up. What do we got here? It's working great. The sound is also good in that wind. Oh, that's good, because I've got a Rode mic with a windsock on it, and I've also got the camera sheltered and behind my forward drive here. So it's frozen. Yeah, guys, probably frozen because I think like 2 bars of 5G. So I'm kind of finding if I don't handle the phone, it seems to work better. Actually, that was, oh gosh, I'm missing out all these messages. Kitchen to Campfire, another local YouTube channel, guys, worth checking out, here in Basin Bundaberg. He owns one of those U-Butte Tommy campers on the back. I actually saw it for the first time once he was passing through, and he saw me down here with the camera, so he pulled up and I had a good look around it, and I've been trying to see if he could let me do a video on it, guys. I'm trying to, but another channel to go check, because he's got some really interesting cooking appliances that he uses on his travels. Go check it out. So let's have a look. Hi mate, recovered mate. Jack told me, hi Mr. Buckaroo. Hey Mr. Buckaroo, Buck. I'm very elusive. You are very elusive, mate. When's the last time you put a video out on your YouTube channel? I don't think I've noticed any for quite a long time. Now, Buck, when are you heading down to Brizzy or Sunny Coast to pick up your van? Now I remember you were thinking about doing a wrap, getting a wrap on your van. I went down to Shervy Signs, which is part of Solar and Sat. So one of the guys that works at Solar and Sat in Bundaberg here, and Solar and Sat are very specialised in setting up your electrics for your buses, caravans, 4-drives, etc. And they're Victron dealerships. They're actually proper Victron dealers that install the products that they sell and offer great customer service. So it's unbelievable Sunday morning. Awesome. So it's unbelievable that there was such a place like that. It's here. Place. There we go. And it's amazing that a lot of people from all around Australia go there to set up. I've seen Zone RVs there. When I was there yesterday, it was just full on. Guys, I'm teaming up with them. I'm going to do a video on them, but they are so busy to get one of the lads, one of the owners, to have time to actually, you know, walk around with me, show the place, show the Victron distributors, the ship, some of the gear that they're working on, what they're offering, etc. And they also do have an online store where you can go purchase, and their prices for Victron gear is very competitive as well, guys. Although Victron gear, you don't really find it on special as such. If you do, that means you're not going to get any customer service. So Victron, the way they work, is not like Red Arc. Red Arc themselves, that's probably one area where they've actually got it up on Victron and a lot of other places, is their customer support, guys. Their customer support is amazing. Whereas with Victron, you can't really go back to Victron. You got to go back to the place of purchase, and a lot of places that selling Victron gear don't know the products and don't know how to offer support. Although worst comes to worst, Victron they won't just abandon you guys. They will help you out eventually if you don't get any luck otherwise. So there is ways to actually get in contact with them. But it's very important, if you're getting into Victron gear, that you choose a seller, a distributor that knows their products and ideally do install them. And this Solar and Sat here in Bundaberg do. Well, one of their workers is he's got his own little business there running inside the Solar and Sat called Shervy Signs. And guys, they do professional stickers and that. They've got a huge machine and they do vinyl wrapping and so on. And guys, I've seen a lot of famous YouTube channels, and even there's a show on Channel 10 on a Saturday afternoon that's got James Hazelbird or whatever, I think, from Off-Grid Touring something. He's got a channel on, he's on TV, Channel 10. I'm going to try to link up with him one day and do a video with him as well. Very good presenter, obviously, working for Channel 10, guys. You don't pick any guys. So they're at the moment, they recently just did a trip through the Simpson Desert, and he drives a big Isuzu truck, as well as many other vehicles as well. And at this very moment, they're on their way up to Cape York. They're doing the Cape York. I think yesterday they were in the Weeper area. So they're just taking their time, and they're filming all this for this Channel 10. I think it's Channel 10 or whatever channel it is. It's on a Saturday afternoon. It's like a 4-drive channel show. They're kind of based in Bundy here as well. And if you go on there and check them out, Shervy Signs did all their wrapping, guys. So these guys are professional at it. They've done the wrapping for them. So I actually spoke to them and said that you might be interested in getting the back part wrapped, and you'd be keen on your own design. They're all fine with them. They basically said give them a couple of days notice. They are busy, but they will try to fit you in. But just by any chance, if you are keen on the way back at home, do contact them or contact me, and I'll let them know. You want to give them at least 2 days notice, ideally more, so you might have to hang around Bundy for 3 or 4 days if you can. I'm sure the old Bundy Rum Distillery will welcome you there. and we can catch up too. We can come down here and show you this nice spot here and have a joint video, live chat on this video. How would that be, guys? So see what you can do, Buck, if you got a chance to drop by on Bundy on the way through. I know you're busy, so yeah, if the chance is there, give it a shot. Let me see. Are we still live, guys? Jamie Hazelton. Yeah, that's the one. He used to be on 4-drive action of Graham Cahill. Well, there you go, guys. Looks very windy there, mate. It is so windy. I cannot believe. When I left home, there was no wind. And now I got here, not only is it windy, it's freaking freezing. It's really cold. Even me, as someone that don't feel the cold that much, I can feel it. So I'm quite amazed how cool it is down here. I don't know what it is. It's like a freezer here. Maybe it's my fridge. I might have to turn it down a bit. Maybe when we head south next year. Okay, no problems. That'll be awesome. Ross has to get back to work. What's that? Naughty word, work. Swear word, work. Yes, I like Snorky's shirt. I also purchased, well, obviously your shirts as well. And I also purchased a shirt from Steve from FJ Camping and Touring. So yeah, now these are nice. I like what he's done with this. I love that big emblem he's got on the back here. And I also find these a really nice light shirt too. I find they're really good when it's really hot. So I'll be wearing these quite a fair bit in our summer coming up too. And I reckon they look pretty good too. So I'll have to get SMG Sports. I think that's what they're called, isn't it? SMG Sports. I'll have to get them to do up some shirts for me eventually. But I always thought I might wait. Plan was this to wait till I get about, if I can, at least 10,000 plus subscribers and then hit the shirts, get them out then. But I think that's going to take a very, very long time. So I might have to start looking into some designs myself, working on some designs. I'll have to give Brett, I think it is, at SMG Sports a call one day and see how does he work. Does he have a template for a shirt that I can have and then work on a design on it or something? So it's something that's going to... Yep, SMG made them, yeah. So something, actually I think I might have briefly spoke to him when we were camping at my secret place, where someone wasn't too happy that I actually announced the place and didn't tell them where it was, because you got to understand, guys, here where I live, it's a lot of... I hope no one in Bundy's watching this, even though I live locally in Bundaberg. There's a lot of good people here too, but geez, there's a lot of dead drop kick shockers of the society that live in this town, folks. And as I mentioned before, if you didn't watch before, there's a pile of rubbish down here, guys. And someone came down here, and just beyond that, I looked down, there's a pile of toilet paper with shit on it, right on the water's edge. So I probably think that they're not the local people. Although some of the local people apparently do come down here at night. I've got a boat coming past here shortly. Do come down here at night with drinks, partying and so on, and they tend to leave a lot of the rubbish here, and that's what happens here a lot. In fact, this secret campsite that I was at, that someone recently was not very happy that I didn't announce it, and really gave me a big flaming yesterday, and it made me somewhat upset. I was really upset about it. So it really, yeah, really got to me. And there's a reason we keep it like that, because that spot there reminds me of areas that I used to go to when I was a kid. So it's just very hard to find in this area. And a lot of these places are closing because idiots like this, what they're doing here, are leaving the rubbish behind, guys. They're leaving their rubbish. They're shitting in the woods and they don't cover the toilet paper. We see a lot of that happening in Bundy here. So I don't know what the hell's going on with today's younger society. Do you guys do they actually realise that they're spoiling it from south? It's going to be at a stage such as Kincuna. I've got a fear of Kincuna, what will eventually end up happening there, like some of the areas around the area. What you're going to see happen there, guys, is, Jesus cold. What you're going to see happening there, guys, is that they're going to close that place, so you will not be able to drive your 4-drive along the beach or on the dune. They are going to close it, but leave a little area open with about 15 or 16 campsites that you have to pre-book to go to. It'll have like a pit toilet or something, and it'll be like 150, 200 meters off the beach. That's what's going to happen if it continues the way, and what a shame that will be. Like, when that happens, I will not go there again. I will not go there again. I mean, it's one place that I will not go anywhere near on a weekend. The amount of idiots that are there on the weekends, it's just crazy. And I've been hearing, I haven't been back for a while now, guys, but I've been hearing there's so many vehicles that have been cutting through there and doing burnouts on the track in there. Now that when it rains, there are these big deep ruts that have been formed that are over 1 meter deep. And to this day, someone messaged me the other day, to this day, those ruts have still got over 1 meter of water. So I wouldn't be able to get in there. I'd have to whack a snorkel on to get any chance to be able to get down there now. And the water just sits there, guys. The water just sits there. So they drive through with their high tyre pressures. They don't drop the tyre pressures, etc. And they're just destroying the track in there. And you'll see it on videos, YouTube sometimes. You see some YouTube channels go there, and some of the antics they get up to, the way they carry on, and it's just amazing, guys. So it's kind of spoiled it for me a bit. I don't go there as much now as I used to. In fact, I think I've only been there once this year, guys. Once. So, because for those reasons. So, yeah, guys, if there's a place I've found that I'm going to want to keep private, I'm going to figure out keep it private, guys. For you people that I know, if you message me, I've got no problems letting you guys know, and same as Steve, letting you know where these places are. Okay, so, and this place I found is not too far away from Bundaberg. It's not very far at all, really. It's a bit of a drive, a bit further than what Kincuna is, but time-wise, not a lot of difference to get there as it is when I'm driving to my, what used to be my favourite campsite up at Kincuna there. I'll go back there one day. I'd like to go back and do a night or two there and see what it's like there again, because it's been a while since I've been back there. So this seems to be working pretty good. How is the quality? Am I underexposed? Can I? Is that better, guys? Or is that washed out? Actually, let me use some of the technology on this, guys. I got some magic technology. Now that's definitely washed out. Alright, let's try that. That's probably better. Check the messages again. So 143. Get up 'em. Yeah. Awesome. Well, you don't want me overexposed. Is it overexposed? What's it look like now? Am I right? Is it overexposed? Looking at the camera, it looks fine. But boy, this gear is working really good now at the moment. Awesome. So, guys, I I've actually got this, my external recorder that I'm using here right now. I've got it connected to my 240 volt system here, because the battery that I got for it, guys, I'll be lucky to probably get an hour the most out of it. I did bring it along, but I can actually connect this to 240 volt, and I've got an extension lead, and I just run it off that. The camera is running off its own battery, so I don't know what the capacity, if it drops out at any moment, it's because the battery on the camera, although in reality it shouldn't be using much power, because the camera, when I'm filming, all it does is just, it doesn't record. I've got an external recorder that actually records. And in fact, let me try to, I'll get a photo of it and I'll show you what I am looking at. So guys, that's my camera gear setup. That's my real good gear. And you can see the recorder at the top with the two antennas sticking out the top. So it's connecting through to my phone. There's a better close-up image of it. So it's connecting through my phone. I'm set my phone up as a hotspot. Now it took a little bit of that to work. I had to go through wearing clothes, Phil. Cheese, someone said cheese. What was I talking about? I forgot. Nudie run, Phil, get you warm. No, we need Bob Asser for that. Did anyone see the nudie run in the background that Bob Asser did? All I can say, it's a shame he was so far away. He should have ran a bit closer to me. I don't know if he had anything on. I think he was full. I don't know. Bob, if you're there watching, were you full on nude? It looked like you were. I'm sure I saw a crack there. You were cracking up, man. That was so funny. I had a feeling something was going on in the background, because I can see through my external monitor. I can switch it around so I can see what I'm filming. Every so often I'm looking up at the camera. At least I'm not looking at the side like this, like a lot of YouTubers do out there. I think if you've got a YouTube channel and you're interacting with people on YouTube, it's a good idea to look at people down to the lens. Just look at you guys, not look at someone out there and you're sitting there wondering, who are they talking to? So a lot of these cameras that people have with the view, the screen on the side, they like to look at themselves in the camera, and they're out here like this. They're, oh, hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I find that a little bit annoying, so I like to look into the camera and interact with people as well. So now if you've got a camera set up like mine and you've got a screen up above, every so often I check on the screen up above to make sure I'm still in frame. Otherwise, if I haven't got that opportunity to turn that screen around, I'd have no idea. And in fact, this camera that I'm using doesn't have a screen that you can flick around on the side and look at the side like that. Have you seen a lot of, have you noticed that a lot of channels now when they're on YouTube and they're doing a video and they're looking out the side like this because they're just watching themselves on the it gets so funny. So let me see, I'm curious guys, I'm just going to click on my screen to see what sort of draw power this thing draws. 0.2 of an amp, 35 watts. So my screen is just consuming 35 watts, which is, convert that to DC, it's about 0.7 of an amp, 9.3. So yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, hang on. Now what's that? -4 amps. Take off about a, Oh, so I'd have to work out the maths. I think we're looking at probably a couple amps, one or so amps that's drawing this. So this screen does draw a fair bit of power, and I do have a couple of batteries. I've got a much bigger capacity battery that I left at home that I could use when I'm not filming next to my vehicle. If I want to go really lightweight, I've got a smaller battery here. This one here, if you could call that a small battery. It's a lithium. It connects on the back. And what is it? It's only 6,300 milliamp hours, which is not a lot. I've got a big battery bank at home that hangs off the side of the tripod here. That will last for quite a long time. So far out, it's cold. So let me check to see if any message. How many people have we got watching? I can't see. Nice shirt, Phil. Yeah, it's not a bad. Australian camping in 4 drives. Yeah, a guy sold it to me. Yeah, I just grabbed the first shirt I saw sitting on the bed after it went through the washing the other day. And I thought, yeah, this looks pretty good. I'll grab this one. 13. Hey, that's not too bad for a Friday afternoon. I don't generally get a lot of viewers. Then me live feeds, well, see, I don't really announce them too, and probably it's not the best time that I've had them on. It's slacking since 1969 on. He was on earlier on, and when I was doing a test live footage at home, we had a bit of a chat on there. I told him I'll be on in about an hour, so hopefully 14, that's cool.